Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kyrus Has Friends, the show where I sit down with the people that matter to me the most, and those people are my friends. Before we get to our special guest today, if you are interested in learning more about me and all the crazy nonsense that I do, you can visit my website at thevibewithkai.com. You can also follow me on your favorite social media platforms. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Vibe with Kai. You can also follow me on TikTok and on Snapchat. Follow me on TikTok before it gets banned in the next 40 days. Follow me on TikTok and on Snapchat at Kyrus Keenan. All my stuff, I just try to make you live a life full of good life and good vibes and all that jazz. That's all I want. But enough about me and all of my nonsense on the social media channels and my website and all that stuff. I'm sitting here with a very special guest, somebody that yells at me because I am legit the worst texter of all time. I'm pretty sure that like there's nobody worse than me. I'm sitting with somebody that has become a TikTok friend of mine, and as many times as I've tried to get rid of her, she just continues to just come back.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. I'm sitting here with the owner and the founder of tai-lo. I said it right because I practice.
Yes,
Lola
you did.
Gbenjo. Lola Gbenjo, what's going on? Hi.
Hi. Hello.
I'm
How you
so
doing?
I'm so excited because we have been TikTok friends for quite some time.
Yeah.
And now this is the first time
Wow.
that we're actually talking to each other though.
Yeah, true.
Outside of like doing a duet or something.
Have we ever done? Oh, I did one duet with you.
Yes, and I did one with you. With the rain.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Oh, yeah, that was so
See,
cool.
how can you forget? How can you sit here and forget our wonderful, wonderful duet that we did?
That's what you get for not texting me back. Bro.
I know. I'm really bad at it. But hey, listen, I'm really excited that I'm sitting with you because you do some really interesting things just like in life, right? So let me just tell people like who you are. So you are the owner and the founder of tai-lo. You're based out of Atlanta, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, you're in Atlanta, Georgia. Lola is a licensed master cosmetologist. She is a certified makeup artist. She is a beauty therapist. I think I saw somewhere that you worked on Fast and the Furious 7, right?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Did you forget? You just casually forget that you worked on a major film. And you.
I mean, I didn't really work on it. I was still in cosmetology school, so I interned. But it's something to.
But and on top of that, you are from Nigeria, and you came over to the United States, and now you're here conquering the world. You have a big following on TikTok and a big following on Instagram, and so we're going to get into all that. But the first thing that I want to talk to you about, obviously, pandemic life. It kind of changed everything for all of us. How has the pandemic life been for you? How are you holding up? What's going on?
Honestly, it has been a blessing.
Yeah,
it's been awesome for me because one, I do not like to go out. I'm a homebody. I would stay in my house for a whole year if I had when this whole thing happened, I was like, oh, okay,
yeah,
this is good. And then I found, well, I've always been on TikTok, but I just never posted anything for I've been on TikTok since December last year.
So since last year, okay.
Yeah, but it was during, like everyone else during the pandemic, was when I started posting videos. But it's been great. I mean, the first few weeks was so weird because I could not find paper towels or anything.
Because when the pandemic first started, everybody went to the store to get their paper towels and the toilet paper because like people like super duper panicked. And then we were like, wow, that was a little ridiculous. I don't know why we did that.
I know.
But you're saying that the pandemic has been a blessing for you. How so? How has it changed your life?
Yeah, it definitely has. In a lot of ways, it gave me time to rediscover my love for a lot of things.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to write a lot. I had a whole journal, and over the years, I just got busy work, and there was literally no time for me to sit down and write. And this pandemic really helped me to just become on the inside. And then I started writing again, and it's just been awesome. Like, I actually have my little book right here. I'm not reading anything out. So.
What? Not even like a little sneak peek, a little preview. What do you like to write? What kind of stuff do you like to write?
Honestly, it's just I do two things. Like, I would do whatever comes to my mind. So
sure.
When this whole thing about like Black Lives Matter was going on, I am very into the vintage community, and there's something that we always say: vintage style, not vintage values. And I wrote something I posted a picture, and I wrote something in my journal, and it just kind of captured what I wanted to say. And it was about, summary of it was about going back to a time where I could feel and dress the way I wanted to dress, but not with the values that came with the 50s or the 60s. Just like going back to that time, but in an alternate universe where we have everything that we have right now, technology, phones, but also almost perfect world where people can be gay, straight, Black, white. So that was what the piece was about. And it's on my Instagram. But those are the kind of things that come to mind that I write about. And then I just do like a regular brain dump when my mind's like, it's going crazy. I just like scribble and I do it at nights when I can't sleep.
Well, you touched upon it just now, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was the fact, like, you're known especially on TikTok for your vintage style TikToks and videos, and I like, it's fascinating. It is fascinating to see you embody such characters, like with each TikTok that you do, and so much so that I remember I asked you a while ago, I'm like, are you an actress? Right? Because like I would watch your TikToks and I was like, she must be an actress. And you were like, no, I am not an actress. I don't understand that.
It's funny, even my mom saw one of my TikTok videos, not on TikTok. My mom cannot follow me on TikTok. That would be a disaster. Yeah, but I posted one. I mean, I kind of allowed her to follow me on Instagram, but I told her, I'm like, do not ask me any questions about what I post on Instagram. You're allowed to follow me. Don't comment on my pictures.
Don't comment. Don't
say anything. Just, if you need to say something, just call me.
Yeah.
But she saw one of the videos and she's like, I didn't know you could act. And I was like, you're my mother. Like, what does that mean? She's like, oh, maybe you should go into acting. I'm like, I'm in my 30s now. I don't know. But my sister was always the one that was like, she was the one that was always on stage. She was the one that was acting. I used to sing and dance, but I never really, I think maybe I was in a play once or twice, but I don't know. But I've always been told that I have a very expressive face.
Yes.
Maybe that's what.
But you embody these characters, and I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, man, she is doing such a banging job with this, like to take it to the next level. And on top of that, you use your cosmetology skills and your costume skills and just all of this stuff, and you combine it to create these fascinating videos. How do you get the idea for what you want to do, like with these videos when you post them up?
I steal other people's ideas on TikTok.
That's what TikTok is, right?
Mostly, that's what happens. But I try as much, because when I see a video, I'm like, I need to do this, but I want to put my own spin on it. So that's why I like the regular videos. I'm like, how can I make this vintage? That's what I always think about. And that's how most of my ideas come. Like the latest video that I posted today is Isma from Emperor's New Groove. And the one where she's like, I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to spill it. I'm going to drink it. I'll kill you.
And you say you're not an actress. Meanwhile, you just acted out that entire scene. I'm not an actress, but let me bust this out real quick.
Yeah, but something like that. I saw it that like the very first thing that came to mind was coffee. And I love my coffee and my teacups. So I'm like, this is me after 6 cups of coffee, and this is what comes out, So that was what I posted today. And so that's pretty much what what I do, is find a way to make everything I see vintage. And it has really just, this pandemic and TikTok and just my vintage lifestyle, everything just clicked in the last few months.
Right. It's fascinating. How long does it usually take for you to get into costume for one of your TikToks? Like hair, makeup, costume, like
5 minutes to 2
5
hours.
minutes? Oh, two. Okay, I was about to say
5 minutes to 2. It depends on what I'm doing. Like,
right.
If I want to do something like this is basic, so I could do this makeup.
What I have right now, this is quite basic. Quite basic.
I can do this makeup in 10 minutes. But if I'm gonna do something more like elaborate, if I want to like curls my hair,
right.
So sometimes it takes like 30 minutes, takes an hour.
Right.
So it depends. And like the vampire stuff takes a while. I have to fix the fangs, put the red contacts in, and
my gosh,
change my hair. Like, and I have a whole series. Like, okay, let me show you something.
Ooh,
I mean, I'm not showing you the actual thing, but this is for TikTok.
Oh wow, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's chicken scratch. My handwriting is terrible, but that is how I write out. Like, I just scribble everything down. Like, okay, this character, this is what I want to do to that. If I have next 2 weeks, I'm going to do Ariel from The Little Mermaid cosplay. So I already have like everything that I want to do. Like, I wrote everything down. I have all the videos saved.
No way. I am all about a Nigerian Ariel.
Right?
I'm all about that. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Wait, so
this is why I like TikTok, because I'm sorry.
No, go, please.
This is why I like TikTok, because everyone is so accepting. Like with cosplay on Instagram, I could never do it.
Yeah, like it wouldn't get the same traction, you're saying, as it does on TikTok?
It's not even, it was more of me being so scared of what people are gonna say.
Right.
And I'm Nigerian. The culture is completely different.
Sure.
And then my mom is very spiritual, and I have a lot of friends that are just like, you post a freaking vampire on Instagram, they're gonna be like, do we need to call the pastor?
Oh no.
Yeah. So aside from that, so like just with the vintage stuff, it's like a lot of people just on Instagram, I just felt like people didn't understand. Even though my mom knows that I've always loved vintage. Every time she comes to visit, we'll go to antique stores and spend hours there. She bought me my very first set of teacups and tea kettles and all of that, and we always go shopping together. But I've just never been able to put it out there, because I just felt like I didn't know that there was a community for it.
Right.
So when I got on TikTok, I was like, wait, I can finally do this. And then from there, I found out all the people that I met on TikTok. I made this huge amount of friends in the vintage community. I'm part of the Vintage Society Discord group. And it's just, I met all this bunch of people, and I'm like, they're on Instagram. I just never knew they were there. So it's like a whole new world just opened up.
Yeah, because I don't even know if you and I would have met in any other circumstance.
No.
You know, but thank goodness for TikTok and its algorithm for putting you in front of me. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, follow. And all
like,
that.
who is this person that is just so happy all the time? No one is this happy all the time.
I'm nothing but pure joy 125% of the time.
Sometimes you just like sit down there and like smile or something, or
I can't.
I'm waiting for you to scroll, and I'm just like, who is this person? I was so intrigued. I'm like, I need to know.
Oh my God. Wait, so you're from Nigeria. Do you take it you still have family and friends that are in Nigeria? Because you moved here in 2012?
Yeah. How on earth did you even know that?
I do my research. Whenever I go to interview somebody, I want to make sure that I know as much as possible.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, 2012.
Also, in my defense, it's not like I was like super creeper and was like, oh, where does she, like, it's on your website.
I know. But people never visit my website, it's like, I know, but this is crazy. That's cool.
So
yeah,
you moved here in 2012, And so, which is fairly recent. That was less than 10 years ago. So I'd imagine that you still have family and friends that are out there. Are you still constantly in contact with them? You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go home every year for Christmas.
Right.
But then, you know, life, and it's
Yeah.
so expensive. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But
How long is that flight?
parents, there's a Delta flight from Atlanta straight to Lagos, Nigeria, and it is 10 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but when you're coming back, I don't know, for some reason it's like 14 hours, and I don't know why.
I know why. Because you're
Can you
going
tell
against
me?
the jet. Yeah, you're going against the jet, going against the jet stream. So it's like the plane, like when you're going east, the stream, like literally the wind helps push the plane faster.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome for that, by the way. You're welcome. By the way, here's the thing. I might be completely wrong, but that's what I was told. I was told that, and I was also taught that if you say something with confidence and people don't know whether it's true or not, they'll just say it's true.
So totally agree.
I'm gonna say that that's the reason.
I am such a wimp. I'll just be like, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know. But
so,
yeah,
but 10 hours isn't
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
when I'm
bad.
going, I love it. Yeah. But it's so expensive to travel. But then my parents come here every year for summer. They were supposed to come in May, but
why? Is there something going on in the world right now that's preventing people from traveling?
I have no idea. Something is happening.
That's so weird, because a lot of my friends have been wanting to go places, but for some reason they're not able to.
They just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've been stuck in Nigeria for a couple of months. My sister used to come to visit.
Right.
And my family, like everyone travels back and forth. So.
Right. What do you miss the most?
Food.
The food, yeah.
Like the street food in Nigeria.
Yeah. So if I were to go to Nigeria, right? I'm like, hey, Lola, I'm taking a 10-hour flight going to Nigeria. I'm gonna be like, okay, what's the first food? Well, maybe you'll come with me. Maybe you'll like show me around.
Of course,
Nigeria, right?
Course. You should not go to Nigeria by yourself. You would get lost and probably kidnapped. I am kidding. All the Nigerians watching this, I'm so sorry. That was just a joke.
You know what? I just lost my Nigerian demographic. All of the Nigerians.
I'm sorry.
All of the Nigerians that listen to my show are now, they're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not listening to this anymore.
No, but I always tell people, if you've never been to Nigeria before, if you want to enjoy it, you should have a chauffeur. Just like if you go to Mexico or anywhere else. That's fair. It would be nice for you to have someone pick you up from the airport, take you to all the cool spots.
Well, I'm just gonna assume that let's just say you and I, we go to Nigeria, right? And we get off the plane, get situated, and I'm like, oh man, Lola, I'm hungry. You're like, okay, we're gonna go get some food, and you get the chance to give me the best Nigerian food out there. What's the first thing that you would be like, all right, Kai, you gotta try this. Now keep in mind, I'm allergic to most seafood.
Oh, okay. Do you like meat?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I mean, I don't eat meat. Well,
oh, okay. No,
I don't like meat, so
that's fair. Okay.
That's why I love seafood and chicken. Okay. So jollof rice.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
Jollof rice.
Jollof fries?
Jollof rice.
Jollof fries.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh man, I need to find out because I need to find out what part of Africa my family is from.
Yeah.
I need to find out.
What's it called? What's the thing where you do your gym stuff?
23andMe?
20, yeah, that's
like that kind of stuff. You think I should? Well, my mom, she 2 years ago, she took a trip out to Cape Town, in South Africa.
Ooh.
And ever since she got back, I have been fascinated. Because I'm like, I know my family is from there, but like I don't know what. Because I think one misconception that people have about Africa is just number one, how big it is.
People don't know.
Number two, I can't tell you the amount of time that people said the country of Africa. And I'm like, I'm like, the country of Africa? Yeah? You want to switch that up? Is there like a normal pet peeve, like a thing that people say about Africa or Nigeria that you're like, no, that is not true, or that's not right, other than kidnapping?
I mean, someone asked me once if I had lions in my backyard, and I'm just like, I don't live in a zoo, so like, I don't think so.
I don't live
or
in.
if we live in huts or
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh.
Oh no, really?
I used to have this boss that she was so.
Oh man.
I don't want to call her racist. I think she was just really ignorant. And this is what I always tell people. Like,
sounds the same to me. I don't know of any non-ignorant racists, but
I mean, if this was like 97 or something, I'll like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But internet is literally at your fingertips.
Yes.
Just read up on something.
And we all know that the internet's always right. Obviously.
Yeah. No, obviously not. But you know, there's some like Wikipedia. Just learn about something. You know.
Yeah.
When I was this was 2003. Sorry, 2013 to 2014. I was working in this salon, and I used to go home for Christmas, and so I told my boss I was going to travel. My manager, she was like, "Oh, I'm so worried about you." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "You know, you're going to Africa. Are you gonna be okay? You have to be careful out there." I'm like, "I grew up in Nigeria. I didn't leave Nigeria until 2006. So, what do you think is gonna happen?" She's like, "You know, just be really careful." And when I came back, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you made it back safe." And
oh my gosh.
And the one thing that stood out to me the most was there was this song. Do you know the artist Akon?
Yes. Yes.
There was this song by Akon and somebody, but it sounded African. And I was in the break room. I was eating lunch, and my manager was like, "Lola, you need to come out here. You need to come out here." And I left my lunch and I like ran out. She's like, "They're playing your people's music." And I was just like,
Is Akon's not even Nigerian, right? Is he Nigerian?
I was like, what? That's what I said, ignorance. He's not Nigerian. No. And I was like, what?
Oh no.
I just like turned right around and I went back to the room, and I was fuming, but I'm like, I don't want to make a scene.
So I just looked it up. So Akon, he is Senegalese. Mm-hmm. He is not Nigerian.
But even if, like, you can't say they're playing your people's music like that.
Right. That's what's wrong. That's wrong. So you talked about, you know, earlier about the Black Lives Matter movement and how, in a way, how that's, you know, been a part of your life now. From where you are right now, from where you live and what you do and the things that you've experienced, how much has the Black Lives Matter movement meant to you, and what was it like to see this outpouring of just empowerment about this movement? Like, what did all of this mean to you personally? You're like, where do I begin?
No, I mean, it was difficult. Like, I'm always on TikTok. I used to scroll for hours, and I used to post every day. I had to take a whole week off TikTok, which, if you know, that's like almost impossible.
A week away from TikTok is like, I've barely taken a day away from TikTok since March.
Yeah, same. Yeah. But I had to take a week off because it was so much. I have really, really bad anxiety. So
same. Mm-hmm.
I could not function. I was crying every single day. I couldn't take care of my daughter. I was just like, I just shut down. So I literally just put off all social media, and it was so difficult because another thing is, because I've been here for a while, it's personal to me because I live here. A lot of my Nigerian friends that live in Nigeria, some of them did not really like understand why it was so personal to me. And I try to paint a picture to someone. I'm like, if I have a son and I'm a mother in the United States and my child's obviously Black, I would not sleep because you just think every day when they step out of the house, are they going to make it back? Like, it's so nerve-wracking. You see a cop like driving by you and you just freeze immediately. You don't even know what is going to happen. So that it really impacted me, and I just kept thinking of what I could do. You know, till today, I still post on my Instagram, and I still post on my stories about it, because this is just the way the world works. Everyone is like so passionate about it for like a hot minute, and
then it just goes away.
It just go back to normal.
You mentioned your daughter. How do you instill how do you help her as she grows up
understand
to like understand and keep herself safe, being a Black woman in 2020 America? You know,
that is a very good question. I honestly don't know, because I'm pretty sure the folks that get into trouble with the cops and get killed, I'm sure their parents felt the same way. Like, okay, you know, it's almost like there's no way around it. It's something that has to be fixed from the top one, and then it's also in the mindset. People that are racist, it's ingrained in their minds that this Black person is a threat. Even though you know it's not true, but for some reason it's just there. So for my daughter, I don't know, because even I don't know how to protect myself. Like, look at Breonna Taylor. She was in her house. So
sleeping.
How do you explain that to your child? Like, you might be sleeping and a cop is going to come in there to kill you. Like, how do you explain that?
And on top of that, not get in trouble for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult thing. And I think it's worse the last 4 years because of
I don't even want this man.
I don't even
this man.
So it's like this is my opinion on it. He just became the spokesperson for people like that, because if you've noticed, it empowers them. This is the worst case of racism and police brutality that I have seen. In it wasn't that it wasn't there. It's always been there. But it was like there was that fear of, oh, let's not do anything before people start talking. But now it's like, if the president can say
it's coming from the top,
like China, and call it a Chinese virus, and say all Mexicans are what, and people are from shithole countries. Like, I'm sorry, excuse my French.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But it's like,
it's disgusting.
That makes everybody else just feel like. It's the same way when the president doesn't wear a mask. Like, other people are like, well, the leader is not wearing why should I wear a mask?
Exactly.
So,
and what's really sad, and this is what scares me the most, is the fact that a lot of us are becoming numb to it now. Like he will say something or do something, and we'll just be like, oh, here he goes again. And we're not surprised anymore. And like, that's the scary part. Like,
is the scary part. But what do you do?
Vote.
That's just like vote. That ooh. If
vote.
I
cannot wait till November.
17,000 times. Come on, he can't do this for another 4 years. No.
Right.
No.
Well, they just announced. So this is going live on Wednesday, but they announced today, because we're filming on a Tuesday, that Kamala Harris will be Joe Biden's vice presidential nominee. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think?
I don't want to talk about politics.
That's fine. No, we don't have to. We don't have to. Not at all. No, we don't have to. I'm just looking for some hot takes. Hot takes.
No, it's
a touchy subject. Like, I get it. Yeah.
politics just gives me a headache. I'm just like,
yeah, I get it.
It's so much. It is so much.
Right.
It is so much.
Do they follow?
Exhausting.
Do they follow American politics in Nigeria?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Donald Trump.
What do Nigerians everywhere think of Donald Trump?
You think he's an idiot.
So it's not just us?
Oh, look. Sometimes when I talk to my dad is like, "What is wrong with your president?" Like,
that's funny.
If things work out, then I bring you over here, and you live here, it's gonna be a president too. So,
I can't. Oh my god.
You know, so it's ridiculous. I mean, I have friends in Nigeria that I have to stop talking to some of my friends because I'm like, they don't understand what it is to live here and have that president. So
right.
A lot of times it comes from ignorance again, you know, they just say things like, oh, but I have some of my friends that are like serious Trump supporters, and I'm just like,
really? Wow.
I don't even know anything about this man, you know.
Right.
There was a particular friend of mine, we've been friends for a long time, and I didn't know how to. I'm like, I can't have a conversation with you.
Sure.
Not only are you a Trump supporter, you think his wife is #goals, and I'm like,
right, not even close. Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Michelle Obama, come on.
Come back, Michelle. Come on, come back to me.
Literal queen.
She is. I downloaded her podcast. I'm gonna be listening to her podcast because I need to.
How is a puppet your #goals as a woman? Like, what do you see there? So that is. It was just mind blowing to me, and you know, she went on about how Trump is a businessman, so he's gonna do this, and I was like, nope. I love you, but I am gonna delete you from my life. So we are never gonna talk about politics ever.
Right. No, that's perfectly fair. So let's stray away from the politics side of it. We'll get away from that. We established that we know how we feel about that. So I want to talk to you about cosmetology and makeup and hair and all that stuff. We talked about this before in regards to what you do for yourself, but yeah, I do, because I know this is something that you enjoy. So tell me how did you get into this? Like, how did you even start, and why are you so dang good at it? Like, that
is a very interesting story. Yeah. When I was 16, you know how when you're a kid, you have like 5,000 careers that you want to do. So when I was a little itty baby, I wanted to be a nurse. And for no particular reason, I did not like blood. I didn't like needles. But there was my neighbor that just looked really good in a nurse outfit. And I'm like, that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
That's been a couple of years.
That's funny. Yeah.
My mom was like, what? When I was 16, I wanted to be a model so much. I just wanted to be on the cover of magazines. I wanted to dress up. I wanted to do all that. And my very Nigerian dad was like, I am going to kill you. You're not doing that. I actually had this agent, you know, reach out to me, and he was like, no. And I was like, oh, you know, I'm too young. My dad isn't going to let me do it. And he was like, I can come talk to your dad. You know, just tell him you want to be a model. And I went home and I told my dad, you know.
How old were you at this point?
I was 16.
16, okay.
And I told my dad, you know, he said, just tell your dad you want to be a model. And my dad was like, just tell him I'm going to kill him. That's what happened. My dad used to work for the government, so.
Oh, I see.
It was it's kind of a military family, because we moved around a lot in Nigeria. So.
Right.
But when I was in high school, I played a lot with makeup. I've pretty much been playing with makeup since when I was a kid. You know those ones where, you know, the TikTok where it's like, what do you have on your face?
Like lipstick. Makeup, yeah.
that was you. Me as a kid. I would have my mom's lipstick all over my face. I would almost break my ankle wearing a high heel. I just wanted to be in there. So I'd always kind of played with makeup, and when I was in college, I started doing it a little bit like for my friends. And so when I graduated college, I went to a university in Nigeria and I studied economics. So I got my bachelor's, and right after I told my dad, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. My dad was like, nope, no, not doing that. And it's pretty similar to like African American families here in Nigeria. You don't say you want to be a makeup artist.
Right.
You're a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. That's it. Like you don't have any other options. So
right.
My dad was like, no, you're going to the UK to do the master's. And there was a lot of back and forth. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, you have to. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I studied business information systems.
In the UK?
Yeah, I have a master's degree. I do not remember one thing I learned. I don't remember. I was not
nothing that applies to what you do now.
I don't even remember what the program was about. I just know I did it, and I like hunkered down, studied. I was like, I'm gonna do this right, because once this is done, I am not doing anything else. I'm going for what I want. So that was done. I went back to Nigeria, and I took my degree to my dad. I'm like, okay, can I do what I want to do now? And he's like, no, send your resume to this person. I have to get you a job. And so after you graduate, there's this thing called NYSC in Nigeria. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're serving the country.
Okay.
For a year. So you go to, it's like the Navy. So you go to camp. You go to camp, and then you have to like wear the khakis and uniform and march and do all of that. And then for 3 weeks, we're all in this campground. And then once that is done, they'll post you to different places to work for a year. And then once you're done, you do like a passing out parade or something like that. And then you can go on to build your career or whatever. So that year, when I was doing that, my dad worked it out, because again, my dad worked for the government, so he had connections everywhere. So he worked it out that I got posted to a bank. This is when I knew I could not.
You're like, okay, this is enough.
I was, I hated it. I hated it so much. I faked a back injury to not go to work for a whole
And you say that you're not an actress. Meanwhile, you're posting evidence of the contrary on your TikTok, and you gave an Academy Award winning performance via back injury.
I felt so bad because my boss and like my coworkers came to the house.
Yeah.
To visit me with like a care package, and
my gosh.
And I was like, oh my God, you are a terrible person. This is terrible. This is terrible. You need to go back to work. And then I went back to work. I'm like, oh, I'm all better now. I'm good. But that's how much I cannot sit in front of the computer. I don't know, maybe it's the ADHD or anxiety. I just could not.
Sure. No, you want to be up and about. Yeah, of course.
I'm just there like looking at the time like, okay, when can I get up? Can I go home? So, and then after that year, my dad was like trying to get me jobs, and I just told him, I'm like, no, I can't. I don't want to do this. And he just did not want me to do what I wanted. So I ran away from home. You
ran away from home?
Yeah. So we used to live in Abuja. Abuja is the federal capital city. It's like the capital of Nigeria.
Sure.
So Lagos is like the most popular city. Everyone knows Lagos, Nigeria. So and that's where, if you want to make it in acting, music, whatever it is, you need to be in Lagos. So my parents live in Abuja. Abuja is more like the suburbs, like very quiet. So I told my dad that I was going for a conference. So I just told him something, but I planned with my mom.
Right.
There was this huge makeup artist that was doing classes. So my mom paid for my classes, which was so expensive.
Yeah.
She did not tell my dad. And so I went there. I finished the program. It was like 3 weeks. So my dad expected, or I told my mom that I was going to be back in 3 weeks. And I just did not go back. I was staying in my friend's house for like 2 months. And then my dad kept calling me. He was like, "Are you not done with this? You need to come back home right now." And I was like, said, "You need to get on the next flight and come back home." So I went back home and sat down with him, and he was like, "What's wrong with you?
Right.
You have a master's degree. Why throw your life away?" Oh, and you not want to see my dad angry. He is very like,
yeah.
What's wrong with you? And then I was like, okay, this hash this out right now. And I sat down. I had a 5-hour conversation with my father.
Oh my gosh.
About how that was how passionate I was about what I wanted to do. And
right,
like,
right.
I cannot. You are gonna lose me if you force me to do anything else. I just don't want to do it. And so he was like, okay, fine. If you're gonna do this, you have to have proper training. You have to have. And I was like, yeah. So it was like, I needed to go and do some research, find out where you want to go to school. And when I was in the UK, because I went to my school was in Manchester. When I was in the UK doing my master's, I already took out the time. I found the school.
You already did all the research needed.
I did everything. So when he said, I was like, here it is.
You're like, here you go. Here's my PowerPoint presentation I put together for you.
Immediately, it was like, oh, so you're really serious about this? I'm like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I went back to London for a whole makeup program. So I went to school there, and then I came back to Nigeria, and then I went back to London again. So I went to do a makeup. I did a full makeup course that had like the basic makeup, special effects makeup, which you see on my TikTok very soon, body painting and all of that. And then I went back to Nigeria, and I went back to the UK again to do beauty therapy, like aesthetics, I always tell people I know how to do everything. I know how to do nails, manicure, pedicure.
You do it all. You're just a jack of all trades. Yeah.
So I learned everything, and then I moved back, and my dad helped me. I opened up a huge studio. I was pretty successful, and then it all went downhill.
Oh no!
So I got married, and then I moved here. So
So you got married. You got married there and moved here, or did you get married here?
I got married there in London. So
okay.
Have you ever been to a Nigerian wedding before? Have you seen a Nigerian wedding before?
No, I have not. Is it fun? Is it epic?
Have you seen an Indian wedding before?
I've seen TV versions of it. Yes.
Okay, so you know how elaborate Indian.
Yes,
So multiply that by like 5.
Oh my gosh. So you had a big Nigerian wedding.
I had 5,000 people at my traditional
You had
wedding.
5,000 people at your wedding?
It was like a concert. It's like
I don't even know 5,000 people.
I don't know 5,000 people either. My dad does though.
Oh my gosh.
I hated it.
5,000 people at your wedding. Oh my gosh. And then
but that was like the traditional wedding. So the main church wedding was in London. And that one, I was like, okay, not everybody could travel from Nigeria. So that's why I insisted. I'm like, I wanted something small.
Right.
And he was already here.
Right.
In the US. He used to live in Reno, Nevada. So we got married, and then I moved here, which I did not want to do. I wanted to stay in the UK.
Yeah.
And kind of stay in Nigeria, but he was already established here. He's been here for like 10 years. So I had to leave everything.
Wow. Even your studio that you had out there.
My studio, I had to close it. I had my own house. I had to eventually sell the house, sold my car, like everything.
Oh my gosh.
I had to start over. And when I got here was when I now had to go to cosmetology school because like, funny thing, your degrees and licenses from the UK don't mean...
It doesn't come over here? Like,
no.
Oh no.
So I got here and I was like, okay, I could go the easy way of just like people that learn makeup on YouTube and just take clients, they still make money and all of that. I'm like, I want to establish the business. Like if I want to have a space for myself, I need a cosmetology license. So because it has to be registered. So then I had to go to cosmetology school.
Oh my gosh.
Almost a year and then start all over.
Oh my gosh. So, did you walk in the first day? You're like, I know all of this. I know all of this already.
Some of it. And I specifically picked cosmetology because cosmetology is more of like hair. It was more like a rounded, but it's mostly hair. And then they teach you a little bit of makeup, teach you a little bit of, so all the extra things there, I'm like, I already know all of this. But like the hair part, I did not know how to do hair professionally, but every black girl knows how to do hair. Like, I grew up doing hair, so just to have like a professional license behind it, and then that's what I did then.
Would you ever go back to the UK?
I used to say London is the one place that I would go back to live, but I went for Christmas last December, and I did not like it anymore.
Really? It was just different?
Yeah. It's just, Atlanta is, you have to drive everywhere.
Yes.
It's quiet. Where I live is like, I don't live in actual Atlanta. I'm like maybe 25 minutes from
That's
Atlanta.
Fair. That's fair.
So, I mean, I live in Kennesaw, Georgia, and it's so quiet. It's like suburbs. But London is like New York.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
it is busy. So like I was tired every day. And I was like, when I was younger, maybe.
Yeah. Now. So now you are 100%. I'm Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, I love it here.
Yeah.
So
I told you before, I've never been, and so I need to come down to Atlanta, Georgia.
I am waiting for you.
I know. I need to come down. I've never ever been, and my mom has been. But I have never been, and I need to make it down. I need to make it down.
You're not gonna sleep when you come to Atlanta.
That's fine. If I go to Atlanta, I want to know what all like the hip hop dudes are talking about. Like I want to hit up all.
It is busy. There's always something to do. Like there's always something going on in Atlanta.
I want to see if it's like because I'm a Philly boy. Like I like. Philly's my spot, so I want to see if Atlanta holds up to Philly. You know what I'm saying?
But you live in New Jersey now, right?
I do. Oh, well, yeah, I live in New Jersey, but like so where Philly is, I'm 5 minutes from Philly. I live like Philly's across the river. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm a Jersey boy, but like I'm like a Philly implant.
I didn't go anywhere. I came to New York 2 years ago for the first time, and I just felt like I was at home because it's exactly
Philly's
like
next. Put it on your schedule once the world's not on fire anymore.
Oh yeah, I want to travel.
I know.
Wow.
Same.
That's my story. That's how I ended up here in Atlanta. Oh no, I was in Reno, Nevada first, and then I know he was in Reno, Nevada.
Oh right.
That is literally. I'm sorry to anybody watching that.
It's okay. We already lost our Nigerian audience. Now I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose my Reno. My Reno audience is gone.
I did not like that place at all. It is the most. I saw a black person one time in Reno, and I almost just hugged a random stranger because I was like, "What? It's so many white people."
Yeah, just walking around. So like, I live in an all white neighborhood as well. And so like whenever I come, it's always nice when I come back to my mom's house because my mom lives about an hour north of me. I'm actually at her house right now, and it's always nice when I come back here because like there's like a bigger diversity of people. But like when I'm at home where I live, it is 125% white. And so like to your point, whenever I see another black person, I'm like,
you're just like, hey,
me too.
That's like the very first, like the first week I moved to Atlanta, I was just like staring at everybody, like, ooh. And do you know how crazy it is to move from Nigeria to Reno, Nevada? Like, even when I was in London, London has a huge Nigerian community. The UK generally has a huge Nigerian community.
Okay.
Same thing in Atlanta. There are loads of like Africans. It's so diverse. So it was weird. I was in Reno, Nevada for 8 months, and I was like,
"You're like, no,
look,
I'm good.
I am going to strangle you in your sleep if you do not leave this place right now."
I can't.
And the way I picked Atlanta was crazy because he was like, "Okay, so where do you want us to go?" And I had a friend that went to college together, and I just contacted her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm in Atlanta. You should come to Atlanta." So when we asked, I was like, "Yeah, Atlanta." And it was like, "Who do you know in Atlanta?" I'm like, "I know one person, and we're going.
We're going there. Let's go right now."
Right now.
And now that's where you are, and that's where you reside.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
now.
you just run that place. Now I feel like I'm gonna come down there, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's Lola. She runs this joint."
Oh, you are gonna be so disappointed. I'm sorry. I don't run anything. I know people that know people that run.
Right. So if people want to find out like more Lola, if they want more Lola, if they want to look at your TikTok and your Instagram, which by the way is incredible, like your Instagrams, your TikToks, all this stuff, like you know me, I'm already a fan. But if other people who aren't familiar with you want to follow you and see more of you, where can they go?
Instagram, definitely. It's tai-lo_G.
I'm going to put it right down at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah. And then TikTok is Lola_Gbenjo. I don't know if I want to send people to my TikTok, because if they watch it and they're like, "Oh, she's so pleasant," and then get on my TikTok.
I'm sending people to your TikTok because that's where we met. That's where you and I met. So now, how can I not send people?
And they get on my TikTok and it's like blip 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 blip. Like, ooh.
You're not that bad compared to most of the people I see on TikTok. I think you're quite tame. So
okay, I think it's because you've not seen. There's a video on TikTok of me lip syncing to a song.
Is it recent?
It is recent.
Is it the new Cardi B song?
Oh God, no! Whoa, I saw the video of that and I was like,
yeah.
Wow.
I was assuming it's not that one. Okay, it's not that bad.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Send it to me. Text it to me.
To you right now on TikTok. Yes. So, you know what I mean.
Gosh.
So that video, like people saw it and they were like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
I've wanted to do it for a long time, but I was like, I need the actual like microphone.
Right.
It's you know how I said I pick things and then I make it vintage?
Yes.
That's exactly what I did with this, because
okay.
It was I just sent it to you. It was a song from like Marilyn Monroe. You know the song Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend?
Yes. I'm watching it right now.
Okay.
Can you hear it? Oh, but wait, hold on.
It's a fact. Sometimes they don't know where your G spot is. It's true and sad. These cocks always win. Vibrators are a girl's best friend.
Now you're about to gain like 50,000 followers because they're gonna be like, I'm a fan, I'm going there. Oh man,
a friend of mine saw that and he was like, "What?"
I can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna dissect that one. I'm gonna. Okay, that was funny. Oh my god.
I'm hard. I don't even know what.
Lola, I'm so happy that we finally got to like sit and chat and talk for a little bit. I also find it funny that I'm like, yeah, we'll talk for like 20 minutes. Meanwhile, an hour later, we're like,
oh wow, it's been an hour.
I know, but I love this though, because we've never gotten a chance to talk, and I've never gotten to hear your story. You know?
Yeah, that is like
I'm like happy.
That's like 2% of my story.
Oh, yeah, and I need to know the whole thing, and you know nothing about me, so I got to tell you everything. Like
I want to know. The only thing I know is from your live. And sometimes I just sneak in there and just watch, and I don't say anything. So
I don't know why you used to say things.
Yeah, but you're like a TikTok celebrity now.
Oh,
I don't want to.
Definitely not.
And I don't want girls to come for me like.
Oh my gosh.
Talk to Kai.
Get out of here. I'm done with you. I'm so
you know it's true.
No, that is not true. No.
Have you been on your live? Like, do you have you gone to your videos and like have you seen the comment section?
I have seen the comment section.
Okay.
So much so that I've made it. I actually legit. I told myself this week I'm not making any of those videos anymore. I'm not going to make. I don't like the comments that I get. I don't like the comments that I get. I don't like the attention that I don't want to be known as the thirst trap guy on TikTok. First of all, I've never taken off my shirt. I've never taken off my shirt.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're not. It's just the
the face. It's the eyes. The eyes and the smile. It's the eyes and the smile. That's all it is.
Hey, you're getting all
the old school R&B. That's all it is. It's the eyes, the smile, and the old school R&B.
I mean, come on, old school. That's why there are a lot of babies born in the 90s.
I know, because they're putting on Jodeci and all this stuff.
mean,
Like, come on now.
I mean, that these funny stories. That is how I met my baby daddy.
Yeah.
Not like, but that was one of the things. Like,
yeah,
the huge Boyz II Men fan, and he would like come to my house. Like, he would have a bowler hat on, and he would like mime all the songs, and I was just like, okay.
And
I'll follow you to the end of the world.
And you did. You follow him to the end of the world, which is in Reno, Nevada.
I did. And then now I'm like,
you're like, I don't like this anymore. I'm gonna go
like
to Atlanta.
Yeah, just like you are like, okay, I don't like the comments anymore.
Oh my gosh.
But people are gonna miss that. They're gonna miss like. So what are you gonna do? That's like 90% of your TikTok.
That is not true. My TikToks are very good vibes, positive energy, and silliness. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. 72.35.
I was looking at my demographic on today. I am 89% female and 11% male, which is, it was 97%. I was at 97% female, and I got it down to 89%.
Wow.
I know. It's insane. It's insane.
I mean, look, you're gonna get a couple proposals soon. Like, people are just gonna show up at your door, like, marry me.
No. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to think remotely think of that. No.
I mean, Sarah was talking about her DMs the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, nobody sends me DM. That's cute. What's happening? I do not.
You don't want DMs, especially from these creepy ass men that are on TikTok.
But at least maybe one or two, and then I'll be like, no, don't talk to me. But,
ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. If you're on TikTok, slide into Lola's DMs.
At some point I was like, oh, maybe it's just because I have my settings to just my friends.
Probably.
And then I open it up to the public. And I scroll through and I'm like, nobody's sending me DMs. What's happening?
Okay, you say that now. Wait till people hear this podcast and they're like, well, I'll slide into her DMs. And then you're gonna be like, Kyrus, why did I do this? And I'll be like, I tried to warn you. These creepy ass men on TikTok. You didn't want to listen.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm so happy that we got to sit and talk, and I cannot wait to talk again. I'm going to come down to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to come visit you. You're going to show me around. We're going to plan our trip to Nigeria because I need to go to Nigeria and see my people.
Yes.
I'm just
while you're here, you still eat some Nigerian food.
That's fine. I'm just gonna, if it's okay with you.
Really good places where you can get some really good Nigerian food.
If it's okay with you, I'm just gonna say that I'm Nigerian until I'm proven otherwise.
Of course.
Okay. So will you take me?
Yeah, I will even teach you. I'll teach you a little bit of my native language.
How do you say thank you in your language?
Eshe.
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 Okay, you know what? Let's say Oshe.
Oshe.
Yeah, Oshe.
Oshe.
Yeah. So Oshe is
Oshe. Did I just get kicked? I got kicked out of being Nigerian already. It's been literally 30 seconds.
So Oshe is like if you're saying thank you to your mate or your friend, someone that is like the same age group. Eshe is if you're saying it to someone that's older than you, because Nigerian culture has a lot to do with respect.
And American culture isn't? American culture is not about respect. I'm kidding. Don't answer that.
Don't
answer that. Don't answer that. Wait.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to say it. Ready? O'Shea. O'Shea. Thank you for being on my show. Thank you for taking away my Nigerian audience, my Reno audience. And
God. I'm sorry.
It is all good. Lola, it was a pleasure sitting with you. I cannot wait to chat with you again.
Yes,
we'll try to get some. Everybody, if you enjoyed watching this or listening to it, wherever you're obtaining this information, if you enjoy this, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Vibe with Kai. You can also visit my website at thevibewithkai.com or follow me on TikTok and Snapchat at Kyrus Keenan. And if you want more Lola, her information is right down at the bottom. Lola Gbenjo, thank you so much for sitting with me. Everybody else, good vibes. Yay.